Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to T3 Plays. We are in the Celestial Guardians era. Let's open a pack. There's a shine in there. Oh, there's something in here. Immersive Lily. Let's go. Let's enjoy this. Yeah, I think the artwork is dope. All the supporter cards from this pack, along with their, relevant Pokemon. I think that's amazing. Yep, filling up our deck, 93 of this collection. Also, don't forget to convert all your shop tickets, get hourglasses, and complete all your missions. And then you can get free 10 backs again. So, literally, I think from all this, I'll get 120 plus hourglasses. Yep, and I can open another 10 pack. So, let's open it right now because what we're going to do today is go into rank battles. Last season, I'd played very few. I think I'd played two decks. One of them was the Cloud side that I really wanted to play. Finally, I got my rare candies. Love it. So this year, we're going to try hard. So I'm going to make a try hard deck. Ooh, a Lowland Raichu. Splashable. Maybe that will feature in one of the decks. Yeah, I'm going to have to sit down and see what cards I will have and what will work. See also from, ooh, Shiny Ivysaur. See what else from, previous packs that will work. I've got my eye on. The thing is, what I really wanted to try was the non-EX Beedrill. Oh, is that Rainbow? Rainbow Delmise EX. I've got like three Delmises, but I don't think it'll do well. I really wanted to try the non-EX Beedrill because it's a stage two, one energy. I think that would be amazing because I was looking at Solgaleo EX. I've got two now. Definitely, that'll be my tryhard deck. Definitely. Yeah, because I was looking at two cannon. I was like, interesting, two cannon, but what would I pair it with? Then I thought, hold on, that Beedrill hits for the same amount. Then and grass Pokemon have the best support cards out right now. You got your Ericas, you got your grass cape, whatever it's called. Also, if you haven't done so already, make sure you convert your shop ticket. I went through my deck to see what I'm missing and what I really want. Don't have the Beedrill EX. I don't even have the non-EX Beedrill, but I know I can definitely put that in a deck, like a Meowscarada deck, double Meowscarada, single Beedrill. That works. And because of their low energy, both of them, and with rare candy meta, perfect for that. So in the background, I've come up with my tryhard deck. My tryhard deck is a Solgaleo deck with Drumper. So Drumper is there just to handle that Oricorio if they're running Oricorio. I need something because the first stage, second stage don't do any damage for Solgaleo. So we kind of need something that can attack. Only running one because it can. If I've got damage on my Solgaleo, it can one shot that Oricorio. And we got you know, Pokemon Lady to keep it alive. We've got capes, so I think that's enough. We don't need any more. I've seen other decks with Skarmory, Excadrill, but then Skarmory, when you put Skarmory in, you need a lot of Pokemon tools along with it. I'm only running double cape, so that is something we can try. But for now, I'm going to use the Drampa. And obviously, one knockback is the Drampa needs two energy. But as soon as you get your Solgaleo up and running, you kind of have the you know energy to be able to put it on it, so it's not too bad. So we managed to get our Solgaleo already. Rising Road, we get to hit them. They don't have the energy. We'll take them out. This is an easy one. Yeah. So far I'm gonna run my Drampa, but maybe I'll switch to Excadrill. But Excadrill, you need a lot more cards, and I'm not a big fan. But I will be running this as my main deck and then I'll switch around, maybe play a few more decks. But this is my try hard season. I'm like, okay, let me play what's meta. Let me go. higher because I only ended up on Pokeball something, Pokeball 3 or Pokeball 4, and got me 40 hourglass. I'm like, yeah, that's trash. So let's try a little bit harder. Because I think before I was like, oh, what deck should I use? And you just get into analysis paralysis. I was like, oh, I don't know what I want to run. And then you don't end up playing any or recording any. So then you're like, why didn't I just play? So right now I was I was gonna sit down and think about all the decks that I've got. I actually did that. Sat down, looked for my Pokedex, and said, made a list of all the cards that I got, what's meta, what's potentially fun, and I was gonna start building them all. And then, what's the point? Let me just make a deck, play it, and this will be my go-to deck. Maybe I'll switch it around. Maybe I'll have a few more, meta decks that I'll cycle through. But I'm gonna focus on the Solgaleo for now, just to see how to approach it with certain matchups, because some matchups they will be targeting that Solgaleo. You'll see a whole load of fire Pokemon running around, a whole lot of Incineroar, Charizard, just to take out that Solgaleo because it's weak, and then the tactic behind that as well. So let's see. Okay, so far it's okay. We finally got our Cosmog, got the Solgaleo. We need that rare candy, so I'm expecting them to have a full bench ready to go as soon as the Pikachu is ready. They can't take my Drumper out in one hit. I am slightly worried that if they have a Giovanni, but are they really, with a deck this big, just full of basic Pokemon? Are you really gonna run a Giovanni? And I've seen that Oricorio now, and I'm like, okay, I definitely don't want to lose this Drampa. So I don't have a rare candy yet, but I have I have the stage one, so I can just slowly evolve into it. And also, I want this Drampa to take a hit as well, because I don't want my Solgaleo to take a hit. So they'll hit for 90. I'll have 30. I'll get my Solgaleo in next turn with a Rising Road, switch it in. I'm powered up, and I can take this Pikachu out because they don't know I have a red, and they lose all their energy. So I hit them for 140. So now they have to restart again. And their main attacker was probably that Pikachu. And obviously they've got various tactics with the Oricorio and the what's it called, Tapu Koko, where they switch back into the Oricorio. If you're running an EX only deck, you can't do anything. So I'm healing up my Drampa just in case they do any funny business to try and take it out. I was gonna end turn, but I thought let me do this just to just for fun, but then I forgot that it does -10. So luckily I healed up because they Sabrina it, but they can't take it out. And I can take them out in one hit because my Solgaleo has damage on it. But I didn't need to do that hit before. He already was damaged. Now take it out, I win. They, I don't think they knew how the Drampa works. But we got our second win. So now after our third battle, we go second, which we like. Okay, the decent hand. Start off with our Cosmog, and we can slowly evolve. Yeah, okay. We're still using a Moltres to power up, which I don't think you even need. Unless you're running, obviously, OG Charizard. But the meta currently is the Shiny Reverie Stoke version. Hopefully we can get our Solgaleo, because then we can jump straight into and take him out because we got red as well. We don't. We will go into our stage one and just use his ability. We take -50 from any attacks. So unless something can hit us for 170, we'll survive. I don't see them doing it, but I thought let me just use its ability because I rarely ever use it. Well, I don't plan to ever use it because I plan to go straight to Solgaleo. Yep. So I take out this Moltres, and they won't be able to attack next turn with Charizard unless they're running the OG one. They can slash for 60. So let's see what they're running. Have you got it, or do you concede? Okay, that's their play. But I've not even. I had three. You would have had to take down at least two to stop something. That's the third win in a row. Looking good. Roll to Great Ball. Looking good. Ranking up. Second again. Let's go. Start with our Cosmog. Got a rare candy. We just need to pull the Solgaleo. We have a Pokeball to thin our deck. Then we can use Professor's Research. Okay, Gyarados. Gyarados will always be meta with that high HP and the damage you can put out. Okay, we're gonna thin our deck. That's all our basic Pokemon out. Hopefully we get a Solgaleo. No. Yeah, we're just gonna put everything in. No need for the Drumper yet. Yeah, want to avoid getting Sabrina, and then lose all your energy, you know, flow. But luckily with the Solgaleo, you skip through, you push yourself to the active spot. Okay, come on, I really need a Solgaleo. Yeah, the more time I give, the more they'll set up and okay, we've got the Solgaleo now. But this is gonna be a hard battle. Because we're gonna take out the Manaphy, they're gonna come in with the Palkia Origin. Then they'll have to choose what they want to power up. They'll probably sack the Origin, have enough energy for the Gyarados, hit with the Gyarados. I trade back. I need to get my other Solgaleo. Okay, they're stalling. We can't really stall against a Solgaleo because I just come straight back in. I don't lose any energy. So after I hit my attack, I realize I made a mistake because I have a cape, and I completely forgot they can red and attack me. Yep, and that's what they do. So this is probably where I've lost the game. So I can hope that I get another Solgaleo. I don't. And the only thing I can do now is whatever it takes to slow them down. So I literally played the whole round, make them wait just to think maybe I've got the Solgaleo when they concede, but they don't. The thing is, I can survive a hit because they need to hit me for 170 to take me out, but it won't be enough. I'm just delaying the inevitable because they'll take me out for sure. It's a bummer because if I had the cape, I would have survived an attack, taken them down. Then even my Drampa could have come in and done something. Because Drampa hits for 70. I could have let stage one take an attack, Cosmo take an attack, go in with it, hit for 78, done some damage because I would have done 120 on it. But no, now I've bricked it. They could have ended me, but they're BMing me because I did it to them because I delayed the game. Yeah, I feel like I could have won this. sucks. Okay, next game we move on. We try hard. And it's important to try hard early because a lot of the free to play players won't be getting the cards that they need. So what you want to do is play as hard as possible, get as far as possible, and then you can, start playing around with decks because later on you'll see what everyone will find out what's meta. Then it's going to be like Giratina Darkrai again, where unless you run those, you can't do anything. So you want to try hard, advance as much as possible, then you go creative. That's my plan for this season. Like I'll do some battles offline as well, where I'll be trying hard with some of the meta decks, and then I'll showcase a lot of them. I won't obviously show every battle, but I want to showcase how this Solgaleo does, because you want to see how the matchups look. Like now for the Gyarados, I know they're gonna run the Rocky Helmet, and reduce my energy down enough. So I need to make sure I keep up. Another thing I need to consider is, do I want to run Guzma? Because I do have Guzma, and that Guzma would have taken off their tool. Then I don't have to worry about damaging into that. So when you get feel of some of the matches with some of the decks that you run, then you can be confident. That's why it's not too good to keep switching around, because you don't know how the deck works properly. Obviously you can figure it out, but sometimes you want to know in advance what the matchup is going to look like so you can prepare. And you can also configure your deck, tweak it a little bit. So what you see is something funny going on here is they've used Growl, and the game's pretty much over because I'll take him out, because I thought they'll have a Marowak EX, but they don't. But you'll see I don't end up taking any damage. I should take -10. But it looks like Growl's ability, what he does is it reduces attacks on both ends by 20. So if I had an attack that I hurt myself by 30, I probably would have taken 10 damage. It would have taken 20 off. Very interesting how it works. I'm not sure if it's meant to work like that, if it works like that in the TCG, but that's interesting. Doesn't, end up affecting this game too much, but some of these close battles, it could make or break. We start with the Cosmog again. Okay. Shaman. So I'm expecting something tanky, so maybe a Dialga. Solgaleo won't really need it. So let's see what they're running. Yeah, Dialgas. Yep, so I go straight into, just in case they have like a Mars or a red card. Not red card, a red. Yeah, that's very good. Red card versus red. If they're running red card, yeah, red card is the one that um, shuffles your hand. Red is the card that hits for extra damage. Yeah, so I already take out the Shaman. They're gonna come in the Dialga, start powering up the one on the bench. By the time I take it out, I won't be able to take it out. They'll have 4 energy. They'll start hitting me for 100. So I definitely do need something else on the bench. Gonna have to put that Drampa, put some energy on it, because I might need it. I'm gonna try and heal this up in advance, just in case they're gonna hit me for 100. I'm at 90. If I get another Pokemon Center, I can heal up again past their range. I'll see if I can get a Cyrus, Sabrina. It'll get me the win. Let's see. I'm hoping I can get something. Okay, I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit for 70. Let's see what they're gonna do. Yeah, thinking if I get a Sabrina Cyrus, I can do something. Yeah, they get the Sabrina. GG. Go on, why didn't you just finish already? Why'd you have to do all that? Just finish me. Finish me. I obviously still have a chance, but no. I do not get it. No. If I got a cape, I could have done something. Just gonna play it out. Yeah. I don't have any damage on the bench. Hit for 20. Hope you enjoyed that. Not bad. It was close. It literally was a Sabrina away, a Cyrus away. We could have won it, but we never know what they have. They don't know what we have. Okay, got the Cosmog. We've got the stage 1 Cosmom. We got Sabrina and Cyrus now. We don't need it. So they're running. Which Alakazam are you running? The new one? Suppression one? I wouldn't be surprised if they're running, was it Giratina and Mewtwo along with that Alakazam. Let's see. But let's worry about ourselves. Okay, we've got our rare candies, but let's evolve one of these. Probably should have put the energy at the one at the front because just in case we get the Solgaleo next turn, we can at least attack. But we also got the rare candy, it doesn't matter. Okay, we do get it. We can rare candy, put it in, Rising Road. Okay, so they're running Mismagius, whichever way you want to call it. Interested. They've got the energy to, if they've got it already in hand, to evolve. They do. One thing we have to worry about is the confusion, but we don't have to worry about that because what we can do is use Rising Road, come in place, so we can just switch between them. So we've broken the, any conditions that they have. We just Rising Road through them. We've got both of them running. Yeah, this is game done. I don't see, unless they manage to evolve the Abra into Alakazam and do something, I don't see a way for them to win. If they retreat, Cyrus them out. Yep, the Cyrus them out. Yeah, that other Solgaleo came in clutch because we are able to get rid of the confusion without having to burn energy. Perfect. Another win. I do like this. I think we will hit Great Ball very soon. Can't believe we're still on Pokeball. I barely did any battles, so it makes sense. So I'll definitely do some battles online as well. Okay, Charmander. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I really want to get my evolutions up and running. I probably help them out with this as well. But it's a battle. I have to worry about myself foremost. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of rocky helmets on these Gyarados and Charizards. So I'm guessing they want to get my Solgaleo in range. So Guzma would definitely be something I need to consider. Obviously, if I have 200 HP, I use my attack, then I'm at 190. They can't take me out in one hit. So I get my evolution done. But there's a mistake, right? I forgot that Solgaleo is weak to fire. So this game is pretty much done. So that is something else I do need to think about. Yeah, yeah. Guzma needs to be a serious contention. See, only through playing through these decks, multiple, you can now assess. Okay, when you go against a fire deck, well, the basic is you're weak to fire, so that need to remember that, as well as the fact that they're going to be running rocky helmets as well to get you down. If you don't have a cape, it makes it even harder for you. And imagine, and they could also be running red as well. So even if they don't have a helmet, they could have a red. Interesting. So the Guzma might not even work because they have a red. Yeah, this meta has shaken up so much that there's routes to win for any Pokemon. Okay, they have a Draudigon. This is a classic Giratina Darkrai deck. So they're trying to delay the play. Obviously, if I can get my rare candy, get my energy, I'll go straight for it. I don't want to get marsed. Run my professor's research. Okay, nothing yet. There's no point bringing the Solgaleo in yet. Let's see what they play, because I am tempted to go straight in, take out this Draudigon, but then I'll be down to 140. 140, and they can hit me for 100. For 100. But this Giratina changes things. Yeah, I've decided that, look, I might need my other Solgaleo as well. So I'm going to start building. I think there was a chance for me to go straight in, attack. They would have hit me for 100. But I was worried they might have a cape. And I don't have a red. And I didn't really want to lose my Solgaleo, then I'd have nothing to attack them with. I think potentially there was a chance, but I draw out the Darkrai, damage it, just to see what they'll do. Okay, they run away. So if I get a Cyrus, I can take it out. And after I take that out, they can't really put that Draudigon back in, because I'll just knock out the Draudigon. I did that because I knew, look, I've got my other Solgaleo already. Unless they obviously, Mars us, etc. Put the other one in. So now that they've retreated, I'm like, you know what, I'll retreat as well. Because I really don't want to attack into this Draudigon. I'll go down to in range for the Giratina. Because Darkrai, they'll ping me, Giratina will attack me, then I'm done. I'm cooked. So I want to avoid that as much as possible. I don't want them to take out this Drampa, because if they take out this Drampa, then it's pretty much game done. They'll just leaf out, attack, and I'm done. They can take more risks, but as long as it's Drampa alive, I'm not worried. I think they're just biding time. Not sure why they did that even. Maybe just to waste my energy, or to get my Solgaleo down into range. But I've got a potion. I've got another cape in there somewhere. Not too scared about the Rocket Grunt, because I'm not planning to use the Drampa, but it's got an energy in there just in case. So I do want to, now that both my Solgaleos have an energy, I'm willing, I can Cyrus the Darkrai out. And I've got a cloak, well, a giant cape. So I'm like, yep, this is it. I'm gonna go in. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in with the one with the higher HP. Yeah, they could, you know, Sabrina or something, but let's go with it. Let's assume they don't have it. Now what do you do? Because you don't have a single point yet. So I've got a red, which makes it easier. Job done. I think either way, I could have hit them, taken them low enough, and then taken out any other Pokemon. It's a good game. This was a lengthy one. Had to, you know, speed up the battle, chop it up a little bit because it was a very lengthy battle where I had to think. Sometimes I use the full turn to think about what my next move would be. Okay, they're running a Cresselia, not the EX version. So this is okay. This is a healing deck. Every energy heals them. Will they put a cape on it? Okay, they're having fun. They're creative. So I do need to get my Solgaleo up. Okay, Mewtwo as well. That's their hard hitter. Okay, they've already got the Clefable up, the Wigglytuff up. They are ready. So I can put a cloak on this just to delay them taking out the Drampa, give me more time to set up. Okay, I've got my Solgaleo, but I don't have my Cosmo. So I can start attacking. Won't do anything. Can only do 20. I don't have a bench. Do 20 just to buy some time. They can't take me out this turn. Even with like a Giovanni, I do need something to come out. Okay, so I do get a guaranteed Cosmog. Put energy on it. So I could have retreated and let the Cosmog take a hit, but I don't know if they'll bring the Mewtwo in or if they got a Giovanni and whatever. Didn't want to take that risk, so I sacrificed my my Drampa. Okay, and I know I can go straight into my Solgaleo. I know they can't take it out. Their Mewtwo's not ready yet. So I'm hoping I can get my other Solgaleo up and running in the background. At least start getting it next turn. So I take this out. They won't put the Mewtwo in yet probably. They want to probably charge up the Mewtwo for it to get to 150 and then probably has a red Giovanni. Because if I keep attacking, I'm in range. And I'm kind of waiting for a cloak maybe. So I've got my other Cosmog. I can start evolving it slowly. And we'll see what they do. They'll probably attack next turn. So I'm healing up. Doesn't do much, but just in case they bring the Mewtwo in next turn with a red. Just want to take it slightly out of range where I can. Okay, they've got a Hypno out. I'll probably try and put it to sleep, but if I can get my other Solgaleo up with using red candy, it won't matter, but they don't. They hit me. Now it's time to get the Solgaleo up. So now it's just Time to go for really. Hoping I can get capes. Okay, so I've got a red as well. So I'll go in with the one in the back just so if they do have, well, they can't red and Cyrus in one go. So I take this out. Obviously, if they have a Cyrus, they can take it out. But it's time to risk it now. Do they have a red? Do they have a Cyrus? That's what they actually need. They might have had a red, but they probably know it's not it's useless right now. But I don't need a red. I've got Sabrina. Their backline can't handle a 120 hit. That's GG. And that's another win. I do like this deck. It's not as simple as, go straight for it. It is pretty simple. Evolve, attack. But then you got to think about how to use your Drampa, how to buy time. And the Drampa was key. Kept it alive, cloaked it, you know, allowed me to survive. There are so many different ways using your tech cards, using your support item cards, how you can approach every battle. And obviously, you can swap out the Drampa. You can put other attackers in. Obviously, you have to make sacrifices. So I put the capes on these because if they have the non-EX Beedrill, they can attack with one energy. So I was like, you know what, let me just cape them up. Maybe I should have just caped the one at the front so I can have a better chance of Ionoing. I don't use Iona yet because I'm like, I wouldn't have evolved anyway. They have to make sure they get their hand. Okay, so they go into the Kakuna. So I'm guessing they don't have either the Rare Candy or the Beedrill yet. So they're probably looking for an evolution right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if they evolve next turn. Yeah, they're gonna paralyze, they fail. Come on, I am bricking hard. Yeah, I'm desperate. I'm gonna use the Iono. Hopefully I can get the Red Candy as well as the Solgaleo back. No, I swapped out my Solgaleo for Red Candies. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it on the Drampa. They're probably gonna evolve, and I'm gonna lose my Cosmog. Okay, the Iono. Come on, let me get something. Okay, I get the Solgaleo. I better get a rare candy next. I'm gonna have to sack off this Drampa. And the Drampa that can only do 20 damage. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a risk. And it pays off. But you know what? If I don't get it, I can retreat, use my teleport, but I get it. But it's not over yet. If they evolve, it gets much tougher. And they do. This game might be GG. Yeah. I don't see a route to win with the Solgaleo. Go into the Drampa, take out the Beedrill, and hopefully they don't have a Sabrina because they can't take out my Drampa in one hit because it's a non-EX. They'll only do 60 damage to it. It'll allow me to bide some time. Fingers crossed. Well, they've used a press for this research, so we can't do it yet. But they might get it next turn. Guys, I've got no other. Do I have any? I don't think I have. No, I don't have any other Pokemon. So hopefully they don't have it again. If they attack this Drampa, it means I win. 120 within range. They attack, I win. Do you attack? Okay, I win. They've got 2 points. I'll hit them for 120. Oof. See, when you second guess yourself, sometimes it can be your worst enemy because you're thinking they have the Sabrina, they got the Cyrus, they'll take you out. But then you take that little risk of burning all your energy, putting the Drampa in, and it ends up being a win. So that's 8 wins, 3 losses. I think we'll end it there, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye bye.